Oh, heck. Okay, I see what I've done there. I see what I've done. I'm still learning this streaming shit. I'm not quite a YouTuber yet, guys. I'll tell you what happened then. I had very cleverly pressed the mute button in order to not make because you know that screen when it comes up, that screen that goes, oh my god, 10 minutes remaining or whatever. My mic is still live, and it's taken me until Rachel Wardle commenting to say talking to realise that the mic is still live. And I thought, oh shit, because because the thing is I already say so much. I'm one of those people that just sort of like just goes around the house swearing. Do you know what I mean? Just like doing the washing up, going, fucking cunt shit bastards. Do you know what I mean? And so I need to mute the mic because I don't trust it. So yeah, how are we? Yeah, Rach, I did forget to mute it. I should say forgot to mute it. I forgot to unmute it, which is a rookie error, really, isn't it? To be honest, but hey ho, what are you gonna do? How have we all been? What we did? I'm paranoid now, Rachel. I'm paranoid that you've heard it. I'm paranoid that I've said something, just muttering to myself, just swearing and going, fucking, and somebody's, said something, and I'll get complaints, and I'll get banned, I'll get cancelled, I'll get no platformed. Hashtag no platformed. That's remember when that was a thing? Oh my god, how the world has changed. Isn't it amazing that all it took was a global pandemic for us to stop getting offended by literally fucking every little thing that happens to us. Oh dear. Just swearing. That is so me. If you lived with me, if you knew me, I just walk round all day just fucking, like I'm like Muttley from Dastardly and Muttley, but instead of Russian, it's just me going cunting, shitting bastard. Oh god, I'm 3 more weeks of lockdown. 3 more weeks of lockdown, and if you are watching this. If you are one of the 11 that's watching this, then I want you to tell me, what am I like? What are you doing with your lockdown? How are you making it work for you? Are you one of those positive people on Facebook? Actually guys, I'm actually using this to learn. I'm up at 6 in the morning and I'm doing yoga classes with fucking Jenny Dickhead on fucking YouTube, and she's teaching me. I'm really sort of sorting out my downward dog or whatever. Are you one of those super enthusiastic people? I'm going to learn the clarinet. Do you know what? I worry that when this lockdown is over, all of my mates are going to leave with really cool random skills, and I won't. Like, I'll have one mate that can fucking play the clarinet, and I'll have another mate that can speak German. What have you been doing, Freddie? I watched Tiger King 47 times in a row. And they're fucking about fucking playing green sleeves and fucking ordering frankenfurters, and I'm there going, Carol Baskin! That bitch Carol Baskin. Oh, dearie me. What a time to be alive. Must be bad if you have kids. Who's got kids? If you're one of the 11 people here, Rachel is getting involved. Look at that there, it's like I'm doing a yoga class. Rachel is getting involved, and good on Rachel. But if you're one of the other 11, just get in the chat box. Let's have a chat, let's have a talk. What are you doing? Rachel's decorating. I'm playing poker every night. I'm playing poker now. And also as well, I'm doing a bit of live streaming. Who'd have thought? Old fucking Freddy YouTuber over here. But I am. you know, it's adapt or die. Hello, Jordan Searle. How are you? I'm doing all right. I hope you're doing well as well. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm just trying to. Here's what I did recently, right? And I'll show you this because, like I said, there's 12 people in this stream, and that's lovely. I like that. I like the 12 people in this stream. That's a nice 12 is a good number. It was good enough for Jesus, and so I'm not complaining. So I did a live stream couple of days ago. When did I do the live stream? Gosh, maybe last Friday I think I did the live stream, and a few people were nice enough to donate, which is great. You know, they were donating, and it was a weird gig for me. It's weird doing a show to nobody. It's really strange. It's like, I don't know if you've ever been on the radio before, but when you go on the radio, there's you, and there's the radio presenter, and it's like you're having a conversation, but the radio presenter is trying to make it so that like anyone could be listening, but it's like you're having a conversation just for other people to listen to that aren't there. It's really fucking odd, and yeah, that's what it felt like on the that's what it felt like on the night. It just felt really weird. It was fun though. It was really fun, and like I said, thank you to everyone that watched and donated. Guys, you are the best. #love. But yeah, it was just a very strange thing to do. However, I'm looking at the moment, let's be real, I'm looking at the moment at all this fucking streaming. I'm looking at all this as a way of trying to bring about more content. So I've taken the money that was in stream, that was donated, and I've used it to buy loads of kit so I can do even better streams. So now this stream is probably okay, isn't it? It's nothing fucking incredible. Do you know what I mean? It's a little bit dark in here, but I have bought a new camera. You ready for this? Look at the state of that. This bad boy right here is the Sony, I'll show you, camera porn, nice. This is the Sony a6000, and it also has a lens that can be used in low light, and at the moment I'm filming this on a webcam, a fairly standard webcam, and it does okay. It's all right in it. It's average. You know, the sound is okay. You know, the everything's just okay. When I put it through that, it's going to look fucking amazing. I've bought loads of lights. You might notice I've set myself up in like my own room and shit. This is going to be, I'm going to do a really good job of it, and I'm going to stream every single day, and I'm going to put free content out there. So to everybody that did donate, thank you ever so much. I will repay you in free content, free stuff from gigs, free fucking everything. So yeah, it's going to be a fucking journey, guys, and I hope that you join me and see what I'm up to. If you wouldn't mind, click on the subscribe button on YouTube, and then if you click on the bell, you'll get notified. So when I go live, you'll get a little notification on your phone. I'm not gonna spam you. I'm not gonna go live fucking 50 times a day like a maniac. It's just a way of you being kept updated with exactly what's going on. Yeah, let's talk to some people in the chats. Hello K-Ho, that is a fucking name, K-Ho. A 5-year-old and a 2-year-old means I spend my time splitting up fights. Oh Christ! Splitting up fights, managing snacks, and resisting the urge to say I don't want to play princess again, as I ain't one and never will. Okay, someone seems like I'm not I'm not judging you. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Kho. But I'm not judging you. But it does seem an awful lot like you enjoy playing princess because you're going over the top to be, oh, fuck being a princess. I'm not a princess. I'm a fucking boxer, mate. Fucking Muhammad Ali over here, lad. It's all right to want to be a princess, Kho. You know what I mean? Everyone needs a bit of beauty treatment. Although, to be fair, I think that some of us can be princesses and some of us cannot. Like, I cannot pull off the princess aesthetic. It's not... Do you know what I mean? Nothing about this says Disney princess. I look like Princess Fiona at the end of the film. At the end of Shrek. You know when the curse comes down and she's a fucking ogre? Sorry, spoiler alert. Just in case you haven't seen Shrek, apparently. Just in case you've been holding Shrek on, oh, I'm going to watch it one day, but only when I'm absolutely ready. Sorry if I've spoiled Shrek for you. So, yeah, what a day. What a day. Oh, gosh, what a day. What a day. I'm super tired at the moment. I've been waking up at daft o'clock in the morning, and that's been killing me off, really. I've got this theory, right? Now, it might be right or it might be wrong, but I've got this theory where I think that if you, and by all means, feel free to tell me if this is bollocks, right? But I genuinely believe that if you have, say, 10 hours sleep, then you feel as bad as if you've had 3 hours sleep. I'm just fucking throwing that out there, you know? But I think that's because sometimes I have loads of sleep and I wake up and I go, I feel like actual dog shit. And I don't know what it is. It's definitely a thing though. It's definitely a thing. Maybe it's just a thing to me. I don't know. I'd be curious to hear what you all say, guys. Let's have a look at some comments here. Oh, by the way, Kho, I'm getting into streaming at the moment and it's lots of fun. For the love of God, please stream 5-year-olds and 2-year-olds fighting. Give them little weapons. Do like a UFC ring intro. Fucking specialising in cage fighting and mixed martial arts. A jiu-jitsu master. Please welcome 2-year-old Joanna. She's coming in with her little pigtails of fucking Conor McGregor in it up. Hello, Gustav. Hello, Gustav. Gustav Fachman. Gustav Fachman. That sounds like a fake name. That doesn't sound like a real... Is that your real name? I want to see some ID, mate, because that is... Gustav Fachman sounds like... It sounds like a character in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Do you know what I mean? And this is our night porter, Gustav Fachman. Yeah, hello. I don't know why Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is German. What a film that would have been. Eccentric German leader says, do you want to see my factory? No, I absolutely don't. No, I absolutely don't. Right. Okie dokie. Let's have a look here. The bell should work like the good old days where YouTube actually told you when people were uploading content. By the way, love your comedy. Thank you so much, Gustav. Are you telling me now just... Oh, I'm on the Budweiser, by the way. I've been drinking every night and shit has been going down. It's been getting ropey as tings. Are you telling me now, Gustav, that when people use the bell, they don't get notified anymore? I didn't know that. I did know there's a lot of streamers that I sort of like. There's a lot of comedians who've been... Probably shouldn't be telling you this, to be honest, but who cares? There's a lot of comedians who've been ostracised from the circuit. Some of them good comedians, some of them really bad comedians. They've been ostracised from the circuit because they've got weird political views and they're very forthright about them. And do you know what I mean? It's just, yeah. But I watch them sometimes as they're streaming, and I see them and they're going, oh yeah, there's a conspiracy around YouTube. There's a conspiracy to stop us being watched. It's like, mate, the whole fucking reason that people are on YouTube is to watch people. Why the... Oh, God. But maybe there is. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe YouTube pushes some people and not other. Maybe if you give it fucking a few weeks, I'll be on here screaming about YouTube or whatever. Who knows? Let's see here. Love your comedy as well. Thank you very much, Gustav. It's very kind of you, Gustav. Rachel Wardle, I've been subscribed since I saw you live at Hot Water when you said to my now ex he took the rubbish out when he was doing jobs for my family. Oh, I don't remember that. I don't remember it. Oh, Rachel, usually, right, I'm really bad with faces and I'm really good with banter. So I don't know what it is, but I can look at someone's face and honest to God barely recognise them, right? But I can look at what someone's wearing or what I spoke to them doing, and instantly, like that, my brain's like a fucking file of facts. I just know instantly what I'm what I'm doing. It's weird that you'll have to tell me, Rachel, when you went, because I'd be really curious to know exactly when it was, because usually when people tell me what they said or what was said, I can pick up dead quickly. Let's see here. Gareth Stanley, thank you for subscribing, Gareth Stanley. Like I say, hopefully I'll be doing more of these videos, so if you do subscribe, if you do click on the fucking bell, then I'll do a regular one of this. I would genuinely love to be able to do like a regular YouTube in the house type thing where I stream once or twice a day or whatever, and I just talk about shit. I'd love to be able to do that. That'd be so much fun. But we'll see. Hopefully, if we get a little army going, who knows? You have an option now whether or not you want to get alerted. YouTube is an algorithm. See, a few people have talked about YouTube being an algorithm, and it's something that I need to work on. To be honest with you, I don't know enough about the platform in order to make a erstwhile judge. Erstwhile? Where the fuck did erstwhile come from there? In order to make a normal judgment, basically. Yeah, it's one of those. I've been looking at going onto YouTube for quite a while now. I've been looking at the what would you say, the mechanics of going onto YouTube for a long time. And the reason that I've been so curious about YouTube is because between me and you guys, I'm done with Facebook. I'm absolutely done with it. So I took a bit of time to nurture my Facebook page. Is that the right word? Nurture it? I don't know. I took a bit of time to learn about Facebook, to learn all the algorithms, to learn what I should do and what I shouldn't do, and to put content out there, because I wanted to grow my Facebook page. Because for me, the absolute goal of everything, no matter what I do, the absolute goal is to get an audience so I can do more stand-up comedy gigs. That's it. Because at the moment, I am a comedian that has to do the clubs. What I love doing that, but I really don't want to drive to Grimsby to play some fucking pub. Do you know what I mean? I'd much rather go to Grimsby and be the person on at Grimsby Theatre. There's no fucking way Grimsby has a theatre. Do you know what I mean? Grimsby Theatre, where patrons have all the teeth. Yeah, what I want is to be, essentially the only game in town, and I think the way that you get that is by reaching out and building your own audience. And I tried to do it on Facebook. I really tried, but Facebook changed their algorithm every fucking hour of every day. It's like they do it to be deliberately as obtuse as they possibly can. It's like they have a competition to see how many times they can change. And you know what? I'm just sick of it. I'm just sick of second guessing what fucking YouTube wants. What Facebook wants. So the plan is to move everything over to YouTube because it's shitloads easier. I can talk to people every single night and I can give free content away every day, and I don't have to worry about people not seeing it, because if you're on my channel you will see the content, or you are much likelier to see the content. At the moment with Facebook, if I post something onto Facebook, it will be seen by about 5% of people. So 95% of people won't even see what I'm fucking putting up. I want YouTube, man. I want YouTube. Right, let's see here. Rachel, you asked the normal who we are, where we met. Then he said he was a handyman, did things for my family. And after a bit, you said, oh, did they ask you to take the rubbish out? Got quite a big laugh. Oh, I don't remember. How long ago was it, Rachel? How long ago was it? Let's have a look on the chat here. If it was at Christmas, then I'm really sorry, but at Christmas, you gig every single night. I do runs at Hot Water Comedy Club, which is the best club in the country for my money. What a fucking amazing place. But they do 2 or 3 shows a night sometimes, and we gig every single night over the course of the month, and by the end it just all blurs into one, so I find it really difficult. But it's weird that I'd usually remember something like that. Jordan Searle, do you think a right-wing comic could succeed? What a brilliant question that is. Yes-ish. Now, right? So, I know of a few right-wing comics, and some of them on various scales of right-winginess. So there are some comics who are like, oh, I'm more conservative, whatever. There are some comedians who don't really work with anymore, but there are some that are literally like, send them back. Do you know what I mean? Like, they are really fucking militant in their approaches. Now, there are some right-wing comics that are really good and have achieved a certain level of success. Like, the one that I can think of off the top of my head is Jeff Norcott, who has done a really good job of cultivating an audience and carving out a niche as a working class Tory, basically. There are other people coming up, like Leo Kearse is very right wing, very funny. It's just, stand up is by and large quite left wing. Quite left wing, very fucking left wing, super left wing, right? Now, I myself identify as being mainly left wing, in that I sort of, like, how can I put this? I believe in freedom of speech and autonomy and stuff like that. Like I genuinely think, all joking aside, I know that I make a lot of jokes about people, but generally speaking, I honestly believe that you should be able to just be whoever you want to be. Do you know what I mean? And if you want to identify as a man when you're a woman, then that's, or the other way around, or whatever. If you want to be, if you want to go, do you know what, guys? I am a washing up tablet. From now on, I am a washing up tablet, and you must address me as Persil. That's me. That's my name. My name is Persil. My surname is Liquitab, and I hate water as well because I dissolve. But I want you all to respect that. I'd be like, bro, fine, as long as it doesn't impact on my life, I'm not bothered. Do you know what I mean? It's up to you what you want to do. But here's the thing: is I feel like nowadays myself, I feel like the more pressure to conform, the more pressure to say the right things and do the right things, doesn't come from the right, it comes from the left. The left wing are way more intolerant these days than the right wing. Way more. The amount of times... here's the thing. I have never had a right wing person come up to me after a gig and go, whoa, 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 mate. You can't be saying stuff like that. Never happens. Never happens. It is always a left-wing mentality to say this is okay to say, that's not okay to say. And that really goes against what I think. So even though I actually share a lot of policies in terms of how people should be treated and things like that, you know, I find it difficult. And that's probably why there's not a lot of right-wing comedians knocking about, really, because the circuit is naturally left-wing. There are a few, and like I say, Jeff Norcott has carved out a really good niche for himself. But you have to be careful, because for every Jeff Norcott who's done really well and used it to enhance his career, there's an Andrew Lawrence who has just kind of gone fucking mental, or an Alistair Williams, God bless his soul, who has... Some of the streams that I watch of that guy, I'm like... And I know that bad shit has happened to Alistair. You know, he's had a difficult couple of years. But I will say... I was going to say in case he's watching. He's not fucking watching. He's too busy chilling with UKIP. I will say that he had the bones of being a great comedian, but some of the choices that he made were bad. Let's see here. Let's check the chat. Jordan Searle, do you remember me? I did a comic course with you back in August. You are a cracking compa, and I really want to get on the circuit once this crisis blows over. Good for you, Jordan. I do remember you. Yeah. Doing the comedy course that we do at Hot Water Comedy Club. You should get on the circuit, mate. I'm dying to gig as well. This is incredible for me. Like I said in the live stream, the longest I have ever gone without gigging is maybe a week in 10 years. I've never gone longer than a week before. And this is over a month now. 5 weeks, I think, for me. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Donna Clark. Hello, Donna. Which comedians make you belly laugh, Freddie? Who do you enjoy watching? Oh, what a brilliant question again. You guys tonight. So I really don't like British comedy. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologise. I don't like British comedy. I find it very... What would you say? Look, I find it very twee. Like, I look at things like James Acaster and stuff, and I watch it, and I watch James Acaster, and I go, well, that is clearly a very good comedian. He's clearly very good. He knows what he's doing. And then I watch it, but I'm always like, this doesn't make me laugh. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's very middle class. It's very, you know, twee. Just doesn't do it for me. I prefer something with a bit more, dare I say it, a bit more honesty, a bit more integrity. I find it very silly. Do you know what I mean? Like it's all very like, I don't know, whimsical and like shit like Monty Python and stuff, and like Morecambe and Wives and Vic Reeves and stuff. Everyone goes on about how great they are. I feel like I'm missing something, because I watch it and I go, he's just dicking about with some potato. Do you know what I mean? He's just walking silly. I don't get what's so fucking funny. I don't understand. I don't know. The kind of comedy that I like, the sort of stuff that I'm very heavily influenced by, is American comedy. Quite specifically, New York, Boston style. It's New York, Boston style opinionated comedy. My favourite comedian of all time is a person called Patrice O'Neill. You need to watch him. If you haven't heard of him, then my God, is this a treat for you. Go online now, tonight, tomorrow, search for Patrice O'Neil, Elephant in the Room. Watch that special. It's one of the best specials I've ever seen in my life. He is the greatest comic of all time, in my opinion. He's the GOAT, right? And that's not just me. That is everybody's opinion. That he is the greatest. Amongst people that know what they're talking about, Patrice O'Neil, absolutely incredible. Oh my God, is he a sexist, racist, homophobic, misogynist, massive 6'5" black guy. But how funny he is over all of that is unbelievable. Gustav's just mentioned that, or Bill Burr. Bill Burr's another one that's absolutely fantastic, and that I think is really, really good. Bill Burr's favourite comedian is Patrice O'Neil. So I really like Patrice O'Neil. I really like Bill Burr. I really like Andrew Schultz. Andrew Schultz has got loads of stuff on YouTube. I really like Nate Bargatze. I like Joey Diaz. Joey Diaz is a fantastic comic as well. I've got loads of comedians that I like, and they're, like I said, pretty much all American. So yeah, let's have a quick look here. Let's have a quick look here at the chat boxes. November 2019, Rachel said that she went. I unfortunately, I feel really bad, but I don't remember. What you should do, Rachel, is the next time you come to one of my gigs, come and say hello to me. Come and say hello afterwards, and we'll have a chat. Gustav Fackman, most late night shows that try to do comedy are so scared to do anything other than Donald Trump jokes. I know. Do you know what? Here's the thing, is that TV nowadays is dog shit. It's really, really bad, right? And the reason that it's really, really bad is because people, like TV execs, are scared to take any risks. They're afraid to take risks. So I've done writing for a couple of seasons of roast battles on Comedy Central. You might have seen them. Basically what happens is all those acts have writers. Sorry for ruining it for you. And they send me 5 comedians through email with a big fact sheet about them, and it's boring stuff. Do you know what I mean? John Smith's favourite fucking food is paella, and you've got to make that funny. Do you know what I mean? And then every once in a while, do you know what's weird? Is they send you a huge fact file, and they're like, John Smith's favourite food is paella. John grew up in Walthamstow outside of London. And you're like, oh, this is... But John has never been abroad. And you're like, oh, God. And then they'll slip in one like, John's mum died of cervical cancer. You're like, oh, what? I'm just going to underline that one, because that's one we'll fucking use. So, sorry, that was horrible. So, the thing is, though, is without doubt, they always say, without doubt, they go, we want the most brutal jokes. We would like the most brutal joke. However brutal you think you can be 10% more brutal, and then that's what we want. We want super, super brutal jokes. And then you write super brutal jokes, and they go, ooh, no. So you end up having to get rid of that, and then you end up with bland plastic shit. And it's like that all over telly, unfortunately. Unfortunately, the people in charge don't want to take risks. That's what it is. Joe Toff, Kenny Everett. I'm not a fan of Kenny Everett. I never got into it. I never did. It just... I know it's funny. Do you know what I mean? It's like Adele. Do you know what I mean? I can listen to Adele and go, now there is one hell of a singer. But I'd never listen to fucking Chasing Pavements in the car. It's just not for me. Surely Bernard Manning. I'll be honest with you, Bernard Manning never did it for me. Bernard Manning, I always thought, had an amazing comic timing. He could deliver a joke as well as anybody. The problem is that the jokes that he delivered were just shit old racist jokes. He didn't really write any of it himself. It was all this black lad down the pub. comedy's moved on since then. I don't know. It's like I look at Bernard Manning the same way that I look at like Matt Le Tissier. You know what I mean? Clearly had an awful lot of talent. Didn't really use it to his potential. Bernard Manning is like Matt Le Tissier. What the fuck am I talking about? These late night shows are weird. Let's have a look here. Paul Taylor is a good comedian, English guy living in Paris. That's from Electro Notch. I'd be honest, I should have heard of him, but I've not heard of Paul Taylor. It's not Paul F. Taylor, is it? Not Paul F. Taylor. I know of a Paul F. Taylor. I don't know of a Paul Taylor. What about Bill Hicks? Bill Hicks was obviously they call him, like one of the greats, Bill Hicks. It was never my favourite comedy, Bill Hicks, but the contribution that Bill Hicks made to the scene cannot be underestimated. So without Bill Hicks, you really wouldn't have all the comedians that I know and love today. So, whilst it's not my kind of comedy, I do look at it and I do think, yeah, fair enough, he's achieved some shit. Adam Rowe and Dan Nightingale are saying the same about gigs. I don't listen to Adam and Dan's podcast. I know that I get mentioned. I know that I get mentioned an awful lot. They're two of my best mates, so I talk to them regularly. Yeah. Bill Burr, I love Bill Burr, we've mentioned that. Joe Toff, Freddie Starr. Freddie Starr's another one. Again, amazing comic. I never really got into it. I think I must just be like Anglo whatever, like against England. Donald Trump writes his own jokes, yeah, and then he turns them into fucking policies, Joe, doesn't he? Holy shit. Did you see, speaking of Donald Trump, oh my god, did you see that Donald Trump has he's hired Vince McMahon as an advisor? Vince McMahon from wrestling, from WWE, is now an advisor to the White House. What, is he just getting like reality TV people just to... We're gonna have fucking Kim Kardashian doing foreign affairs. What the fuck? Fucking wrestling guy in charge of the economy. Oh, can you imagine? Alright, listen, Mr. President. Here's what's going to happen. Coronavirus is going to be in the middle of the ring, and then all of a sudden the lights are going to go out, and coronavirus is going to be like, I'm going to infect all you, and then The Rock is going to run in, slam coronavirus, do a people's elbow, and then Stone Cold Steve Austin is going to crack some beers open. What do you think? It's just insane. Donald Trump's insane, but captivating to watch. I think that's why we go it. I think that's why we go for it. Did he do Hot Water? Did who do Hot Water? I can't remember. I can't remember who we're talking about. Loved your if Liverpool get given the title video, Freddie. Thank you very much, Electro Notch. I'm going to be working with the lads at Stretford Paddock a lot more. They're really talented blokes. And I hope to be doing more videos when this all blows over. Come and say hi next time I see you. Thank you very much, Rachel. I hope that you do. K-Ho, funniest memory as a teacher. Oh, Jesus. So yeah, I used to be a teacher. I taught in 3 schools, and it was amazing. I've taught in 3 schools in the Northwest, right? And every once in a while, children from those schools will try to come and find me and speak to me and make friends with me online. Sorry, that sounded way more pedo than what it should have. Basically, I was one of those teachers. I was one of those teachers that quite a lot of kids liked because I was just savage, because I just treated them like little hecklers. So every once in a while, the kids will try and find me on Facebook, and they'll try and message me on some of the comedy stuff that I've done just to try and get a... But the thing is, is, as I've told them many times, all they'll ever know me as is a teacher, so I just block and delete. But yeah, my favourite... weren't you a bus driver for a bit? Says Joe Toff. No, I wasn't a bus driver for a bit, and it's probably for the best because I lost my licence last month. I am not the greatest driver. Yeah, anyway, my best memory from when I was a teacher, or the funniest memory from when I was a teacher, was I was working at this school, right, and I was having a really bad day, right, and I was going from one classroom to the other classroom, and we were in this building where every school has at least one building that was meant to be a temporary building that just stayed up for 30 years. Do you know what I mean? Like a fucking shed, you know. So we were in this fucking, this shit building, right? And I'm a naturally big, wide person, and I'm carrying a big suitcase like this, and the hallways are tiny. They're so small that only one person at a time can kind of get through, right? So I'm walking to the lesson like this, growling, and all of a sudden I can hear this kid behind me going, and they were trying to push past, right? And I was like, you know what? No. I'm sorry that you're crying in front of your mates. I'm sorry that you think that that's embarrassing, but you're not pushing past me because I'm a teacher and you're a fucking pupil. So I walked purposely more... This is how petty I was. I walked purposely more slowly to the classroom just so that person... And you could hear them trying to push past. And I was like, no, you cry here. I don't give a shit. You've learned that sometimes you've got to cry in front of people. Deal with it. You've learned a life lesson. Anyway, I turned round when they really tried pushing past me, and the reason that they were pushing past me and going is not because they were crying. It's because she was having an asthma attack. She was having an asthma attack and she was trying to push past. And I was like, oh, shit. God, you were a horrible teacher. I wasn't a horrible teacher. Honestly, I was... I'm not going to say I was a good teacher because I wasn't, but I was really good at some stuff that I didn't try and be good at. So I thought I was going to be Mr. Discipline, you know, don't fuck with me and I won't fuck with you. I thought that that's the sort of teacher that I was going to be, and I ended up being quite pastoral. I think a lot of kids liked me because I spoke to them like real people, which is weird. I wasn't really preparing for that, to be honest with you. But yeah, honestly, it was a great experience and I wouldn't change it for the world. Now I take the piss, but it was great. If you're ever thinking about doing a job that will take literally everything from you and pay you fuck all, teaching is the one. Let's have a look up here. Eamon Matthews. Hi, Eamon. Eamon Matthews says Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor, I hold him in the same regard as Bill Hicks. Incredible comedian that I think his influence is... I mean, he's not somebody that I'd sit and watch, but I have watched all of his stuff and I kind of admire the influence that he's had on the community. Jordan Searle, I really love the idea of doing a Hicks Carlin style, almost detached from the realities and observing from above. Would that come across as pretentious, or should I just do it anyway? Yes, it would come across as pretentious because you'd be doing it as somebody who's done half a dozen gigs. Honestly, the best advice that I can give you, Jordan, is not to imitate anybody. I'm still at the point in my life where I will occasionally feel other comedians channeled through me in the way that I'm writing. I'm still looking at and developing my own style, and you need to as well. What I can say is you can be influenced by these people, but don't try and copy them. Just do your own thing and let whatever comes out comes out. Honestly, don't go into comedy thinking I want to be like this person, I want to be like that person. Don't try and develop a style like them. You've got your lifetime to develop a style. Just let it come to you. God, that sounded philosophical, didn't it? Just let your style come to you. Rachel Wardle, first American guy you spoke about. Yes, Patrice O'Neill. Go and have a watch of him, Rachel, and tell me what you think. He is incredible. He's dead now, sadly, so you won't be getting much from him anytime soon. But what a fucking comic! What a comic! Weren't you a bus driver? No, I wasn't. God, you're a horrible teacher. You almost caused a death. Yeah. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. To be honest with you, that was at a school that I really didn't like. The last school that I was at, loved. What a great place. Yeah. Oh, couldn't agree more. I'm missing my kids at school and only hope they are all well. I know it's a crazy time, this, at the moment, isn't it? It's a really crazy time. I have just watched a pensioner walk around his garden 100 times and raise £15 million for the NHS. It's a weird world that we're living in. Do you know what? And I put this on my Facebook page today. That dude who walked around, that old man who walked around his garden 100 times, raised 15 million for the NHS. He's raised more money than what Amazon paid in tax last year, than what Starbucks paid in tax. Him, on his own, walking around. Amazing. Anyway, I'm going to take this opportunity right now just to tell you very quickly, if you haven't already, if you're going, oh, these are kind of fun, please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing more of these. This is on a shitty webcam in my fucking room that isn't set up yet. Over the next couple of days, when I get this fucking beast ready and I get all my kit set up, oh my god, they're going to be amazing. They're going to be absolutely amazing. Let's just quickly have a look here. Electro Notch has put, have you enjoyed the coffees? People bought you, I bought you an espresso. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, Electro Notch, those coffees have gone into buying this camera. These coffees have gone into buying equipment. Honestly, I looked at it and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to spend this on proper kit and make shitloads of really good videos. Fuck it, let's take a chance. Let's roll the dice, so to speak. Let's see here. How's your dog doing? Says Gary. Little Dexter, bless his heart, is doing all right. So for those of you that are dog lovers, I have got a dog. He is called Dexter. It is his 2-year-old birthday next month, and Dexter has got epilepsy. So Dexter had a fit some point last year. The poor thing nearly died. He spent ages in hospital and that. He was very ill, and now I have to feed him epilepsy tablets twice a day or else he might die again. And he's actually doing all right. These epilepsy tablets are meant to make him feel tired and lethargic. He's full of fucking energy. My god, I wish I'd have dosed him up a bit more, because he's fucking he's hard work. No, he's fine. He's getting walked a lot at the moment. I mean, he gets a daily walk anyway, but usually I walk my dog for about 45 minutes, something like that. I've been walking him for like an hour and a half, and he's been fucking loving it. He's been loving it. Thank you for asking, Gary. Donna, I believe that we worked at the same place in Chorley for a while. I don't remember you, but my friend worked with you. Oh, Donna. Did it rhyme with bark hands? Did it rhyme with bark hands, or did it rhyme with Saint Spikles? Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Bark hands or Saint Spikles, because I've worked at both of those schools. I could never be a spy. I might as well fucking say it. St. Michael's. Who gives a shit? What are they going to do? Sack me twice? Imagine if I got the call tomorrow. Hi, could you come in? Yeah, sure. Fuck off again. Let's see. Sam Smith is showing himself crying in his £12 million mansion. I know. That was his name, Captain Tom Moore. Thank you, Rachel. Good God, I was trying to remember his bleeding name then. So yeah, I think these celebrities that are finding it tough really need a little sort of push. Do you know what I mean? Push. Because when I look at Sam Smith crying in his mansion with 12 million quid, I always think, try living in a flat with fucking 3 kids and you being on your own and not knowing where your next meal comes from. Have a bit of fortitude, Sam Smith. Have a bit of... Do you know what? I've had a wobble a couple of times, as I'm sure everybody has. I've had a couple of days where I felt a little bit shit. And I had to give my head a wobble because there's people who go through a shitload worse. You're allowed to feel shit. You're allowed to find this lockdown difficult. You are absolutely allowed to have days where you go, oh God, I'm really not enjoying this. But you've got to remember, holy shit, how do you think people managed in like the fucking First World War and shit? How do you think they managed? They didn't have any internet. They just had to sit there shit in their pants every time a fucking air raid went off. This is the easiest time in the world to stay at home and do nothing. You've got access to every single TV show that's ever been made, every film that's ever been made, all available for you to stream. It's a great time to be at home. You can do this. You can do this. Little pep talk then. Yes, thank you for googling it. Get the old boy to do an extra lap for Dexter. I fucking wish that he would, because Dexter's medication is fucking silly. He bless his little heart. It's a lot of money for. The pills are quite dear, and also as well he's allergic to stuff now as well, so he's got to have special food. He's a money pit is what he is. He's a money pit of a human being. He's not a human being, he's a dog. What are you talking about, Freddie? What are you talking about? Let's see. Opinion on Kevin Hart. I'll wait a second to give you my opinion on Kevin Hart. Wasn't a school. Where did we work together then, Donna? Where did we work together? Give me a clue where we worked together then, because when I was in my teens, early 20s, I had an awful lot of jobs because I kept getting sacked from places. So yeah, tell me where it was. Let's see. Right, okay, let's have a word with Gustav here. Opinion on Kevin Hart. Opinion on Kevin Hart and other successful comedians. Do you think they are or already have lost their sense of being relatable? That is a very, very good question. So, goodness me, do I think that they are or have lost their sense of being unrelatable? Let me think about that for a minute, because that is a fucking doozy of a question. Do I think they've lost their sense of being unrelatable? Well, Kevin Hart is the most successful man on the planet. He's the most successful comedian on the planet, at least, anyway. Kevin Hart has a team of people working for him. He's got his own fucking headquarters. The man's doing incredibly well. Now, Kevin Hart is not the best comedian in the world, but he is probably the most marketable. And so here's the thing, right? In order to achieve really good success, and this is something that was mentioned in the book Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell, the people who achieve extraordinary success, it's not that they are the best, it's that they are good enough. They are good enough to be able to, how would you put it, to take advantage of their situation. So, in a sense, I think that every successful comedian has to be of a certain level. And with comedy, it is one of, if not the most subjective art forms, in that there are comedians that you might love that I just cannot watch. Like, there'll be somebody in this chat, probably, oh look, we're nearly up to 20 viewers, come on. There'll be somebody in this chat that loves Benny Hill, right? I would rather take a rusty spoon and jam it right into my arsehole, right in there, have a good old root around, pop it out, and then lick this. I'd rather do that than watch Benny Hill. I find it tedious as fuck. Doesn't matter how many bits that you watch, doesn't matter how often you watch it, I can't fucking do it. And yet there'll be people that love it. Comedy's so subjective. But the thing is I think that every comedian that is good has to be of a certain level. Every comedian that's been successful has to be quite good, objectively speaking. But I do think that when you reach Kevin Hart level, I think that you lose your relatability, but you gain something else. You gain trust with an audience. Like, here's the thing, when I gig with famous people, right, there's a famous comic who I won't mention, who I gig with, I was going to say semi-often, who I've gigged with a few times, who is rubbish. Like actually crap, right? But always goes down really well, because the audience watch this comic come on stage and they go, oh my god, it's and then when this person does the bit and they're not that funny, you can see them all going, but then they think, it must be me, I must be wrong, this person's really famous as a comedian, it must be me not getting it. So they almost force themselves to laugh at bits that aren't even bits. I don't know, man. I don't know. Right, give me a second. I'm going to quickly go for a wee. I don't know how to turn the stream off, so let me go for a wee, and I'll come back and we'll do a bit more chatting. I'm weirdly enjoying this. Talk amongst yourselves. Yo! We're back. We are back, motherfuckers. Right, okay. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look at the chat. I'm getting ripped here. Oh, Donna Clark. Did we work at Debt Free Direct together? Did we both work at Debt Free Direct? If we did, then let me know. I think that's where it was. He's important as a human being. I know, I'm getting fucking rinsed in the chat though. Do you know what? I deserve it. I can't fucking believe that I said he was a human being. Spelling Sports equipment directly to the company was bloody brilliant, Jordan. So thank you ever so much, Jordan. Marketing, that's what they're good at. I totally agree. That marketing is, but the thing is you know, that's what you got to be good at. I mean, I'm really not one of those guys who's like, you know, oh, I just want to, I want to fill 10,000 seats in arenas and stuff. I'd love to. If I could do that, I'd love to. But what I'd really like to do is just do comedy to people that enjoyed it and made a living out of that. Do the comedy that I wanted to do to the people that wanted to watch it. That's the fucking goal. Do you know what I mean? Everything else is just, nonsense. Worst TV ever. I'm relatively new to Freddie, but definitely to catch one of his shows. Oh, bless you, Electronauts. You absolutely do. And when you come and catch one of my shows, come and say hello to me. Come and say hi. I'm not a prick. Or I am a prick. Who knows? Donna Clark, yes, that's the one. Oh my god, Debt Free Direct. Right, let me tell you the story of how and why I got sacked from Debt Free Direct. So, Debt Free Direct was a company that I worked at when I was about 19 or 20, right? And what would happen? It was the most depressing job. What would happen is that people would ring up the call centre and you go, "Oh yeah, Debt Free Direct, how much debt are you in, you daft prick? What do you want? The take of the house? Ah, you daft cunt." So people would ring up, and quite often you would get two kinds of people that would ring up Debt Free Direct, right? They would either be people in floods of tears who you would have to talk down from a cliff, people absolutely devastated, right? People devastated. Or it would be people on the other end who literally could not have given less of a shit about the situation. Could not have given less of a shit. The amount of people that are like, yeah, I'm in about 25 grand's worth of debt. Yeah, it's going to be quite difficult. I'm not arsed really. Paying about, yeah, probably going to take the house. Probably going to have to remortgage my kids. Anyway, the idea is that you'd talk to these poor souls and you'd, be like, hey, soz about your life. And what you would do is you would fill out an application pack with them, and then you would get them to sign it and send it back. So you were judged on two things. You were judged on, one, how many packs you sent out, and number two, how many packs you got back. That's how you were judged. And that's what you did all day, every day. Just people ring you, oh yeah, what's your problem, blah, 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 blah. Right, boof, send this pack, bring it back, whatever. And then you would ring people and you'd be like, hey, remember when you told me that you were in crippling debt and you were about to get kneecapped and you couldn't sleep because of the debt that you're in? Well, you still haven't sent the pack back yet, you stupid cunt. Would you mind, would you please mind just sign it and send it back? That's all you need to fucking do, and we'll literally sort your debt out for you. What the fuck is the matter with you, you mental fucker? That was the job. So yeah, that's what I did, like literally all day, every fucking day, basically. I got sacked because I went on the internet. I found they blocked every internet website because they're pricks, right? But what I found is that they didn't block VPN websites. So I used a VPN to go on Facebook and stuff, and they caught me, and I managed to draw the HR case out for so long that because they were one of those weird companies that paid in the middle of the month. You know, those weird fucking, we pay on the 15th for absolutely no fucking reason. They were one of those people. So I dragged it out past the 15th. They paid me for the full month, and I just never went back in. That was it. That was the end of Debt Free Direct. What did you do at Debt Free Direct, Donna? Please tell me. Freddie, do you like Mandy Night? I bloody love Mandy Night. What a great person in comedy to like. That's what I will say about Mandy Knight. What a great person if you say, I like Mandy Knight, like if someone says, what kind of comedians do you like? And they say, I like Mandy Knight, that is a beautiful fucking... It's a great cult comedian, and it shows that you know your comedy. Super. Absolutely super. Let's quickly see here. Joe Toff, have you been sacked from everywhere? Teacher sacked, bus driver sacked everywhere. I'm not a bus driver. Where the fuck did bus driver come from? I have been sacked from nearly every job. I've had maybe a dozen jobs, and I've been sacked from nearly all of them. What it is I have a problem with authority. I'm a really nice person, or at least I think I'm a nice person. But if you ask me to do something and there is no point to doing it, or I can't see the point to doing it, I ain't doing it. Let's see. Hello from Italy. Oh my God, Uris Black. Hello from Italy. Uris Black. Please, please give us a subscribe, Uris Black. The reason that I think you should give us a subscribe is because I haven't got any subscribers from Italy. So, ciao. If you are still watching and listening, Uris Black, may I ask, what is it like in Italy? What's coronavirus like in Italy? Because over in the UK, we are told that all of your fucking nonnas are dead. It's just every day in the British media is Jamie Oliver crying because he can't go to Italy on Channel 4 and get more recipes. Honestly, Uris, we genuinely think that there's no more Dolmio left. This is... Please tell us what it's like, because I have a feeling that the media makes Italy and Spain look worse than what they are. So for somebody who's in Italy, please, if you wouldn't mind, tell us whereabouts it is that you are, and tell us what it's like. And I'd love to hear from somebody firsthand. Donna Clark. I started off in Lawrence Charlton, then moved to what was Lawrence Charlton? What was Lawrence Charlton? That was a thing, wasn't it? It was like a lending part of the firm. So they went under a few years ago. No way! As if Debt Free Direct went under. That's funny, isn't it? Maybe they had to ring themselves. Maybe they had to ring their own company. Hello, Debt Free Direct. Hello, this is Debt Free Direct. Are you in debt? You should fucking know. I am fucked. Good. Right, let's have a quick look here. So, do you like John Bishop? No. Do you know what? Do I like John Bishop as a person? Yes, I really, really, really do. Is it the kind of comedy that I would sit and watch? No, it really isn't. It's just not my bag, to be honest with you. It's just, you know. Here's the thing, right? I think that John Bishop is a supremely talented comedian, and I think that he was one of the first people to be marketing himself really well. He really marketed himself fantastically as like Scouse guy, and his delivery was, really long, drawn out sort of John Bishop. Welcome to the nation's favourite joke. I'm John Bishop, and I talk really fucking slowly. That wasn't a bad impression, was it? Let me know in the comments. Was that a decent impression? But yeah, I think, to be honest with you, he's been off the circuit for too long. He's on TV and stuff now, and he's not as good. I bet early John Bishop, when John Bishop was doing the clubs, I bet he was dead funny. I bet he was really, really good. But, he's on TV nowadays. He's on TV. He doesn't do the clubs as much. and maybe the last few times I've seen him it's not been great. Oh gosh, wow. Well, I think we've reached the end of this. Thank you for everybody that's tuned in. I'm gonna do that Jimmy Nail. I'm gonna do one of these on a regular basis. I'm gonna do one regularly so that we can enjoy it, and so that we can, you know, get on board and shit. I think that this is fun. Sign up, press the notification bell and shit. I'm going to do these regularly. We're going to have regular chats. We're going to set the world to rights. It's going to be funny. We're going to have a laugh. I'll chat to you all in the comments. Let's make this a new thing, because at the moment I'm enjoying it. You're keeping me sane, and if I'm keeping you sane, then that's all we need, innit? Take care. See you later. Bye-bye.